this room thinking I feel like shit. Now I'm barely breathing. I know I fucked up. Got caught cheating. It's all my fault. Now I'm hardly speaking. What can I do? What can I do to try to save the day? What can I say? What can I say to take the pain away? Don't know why I'm trying. There ain't no words. I remember now. Love fucking hurts. I don't wanna move. I stay motionless. I don't wanna feel shit. Stay emotionless. These are my actions. Guess I've chosen this. Can't pick my life up. Call that shit broken wrist. I said I'm sorry. I don't wanna lose it all.
Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasOnNetRadio.com, the final frontier of free motherfucking speech, where we have in studio the beautiful, diverse Platinum Puzzy.
I thought you were going to say Pete Housley.
And Sir Housley.
I'm telling you, it's Captain Tweet.
Captain, he is.
Captain
He's
Tweet.
the best twatter I know.
And I love Pete even more now that he has all kind of tranny friends. He's like,
during the break,
if you
we were
want
having a
trannies,
tranny.
I got trannies. And I got so excited.
Correction, he said Denise has trannies.
That's true. That's right.
Denise with naughtypr.com. I'm going to make sure we give a shout out.
Denise, I'll be emailing you this week, my friend.
Spam, spam, spam.
We got to make sure
Well, she did win a BBW award this year.
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
And while we're on the topic, I really kind of am getting tired of being beat out by the Curvaceous Bounty of fucking sin every year.
That's right. We have been.
Yeah, we're in the same
2
fucking
years.
category, and every year I get fucking the bridesmaid.
It's because we got titties.
It's because we're funnier. That's all.
No, it's not. It's because you guys cheat.
Oh, it's
I know what it is.
No, because we get bra shot.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You don't have tits.
It is the boobs.
Maybe you should pull your dick out.
Everybody loves
Please don't.
tits. Nobody
Please
loves
don't.
a dick.
Please don't.
You know,
You guys flash your tits at a bar, you get free drinks. I flash my dick at a bar, I get arrested.
This is true. True statement.
that's awesome.
Well, that depends on which bar you're at. I know a couple of
Flex
bars.
might let me do that.
Yeah. I know a couple of bars you can whip your dick out, get a free drink, and an STD.
True. Wow. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Wow.
I just want to say a huge thank you to all the girls that came in and showed support tonight for SinCityBounty.com. You guys are awesome. I am so proud of you, and I am extremely excited to work with each and every one of you. I love you.
We love you too. Thanks for coming to visit us. And we know that you're here to support Platinum.
And you're back in on the 19th of January. You're going to
Yes,
be here,
I'll be
right?
here for the AVNs.
19th of January, Platinum will be back here in the studio.
And I'll probably have a group of girls with me because I'm sure that most of the nominees for BBW Performer of the Year will be
In-house?
in-house.
Bring
so
a group, baby. We like a party up in here.
I'm doing a VIP party after AVNs for my birthday. So I'm doing an LA party.
What are we going to do
and
with a room full of
a
fat
Vegas.
girls?
I remember.
I have a problem with that.
I remember the very first year that we were involved in FanFest and with Platinum, and I remember that 3-month stretch period where it was nothing but porn stars in here. We were so tired at the end of it.
We didn't watch porn for a whole week.
But it was awesome because the energy that you and the ladies brought was just amazing, and we were just so hyped up and amped up at the end of every show.
You know,
good. It was
people
good.
always
Good
ask me
stuff.
how I have the energy, especially with a lot of the, personal the personal things that I've experienced as well as professional, how I have the energy to continue on and still be happy and go lucky. And you know what? I don't know. I just keep pushing, and I'm a network queen. Like I learned from Pete. Pete told me early on, he said, the best thing that it's not what you know, it's who you know. So, keep it professional and just be yourself. And I just stuck to the rules, and here I am.
It's taken a while to teach you all that, though. I had to yell at her one time.
He did.
There was a bad.
Did it work?
There was a bad
It
outing
did.
with us.
Did it work?
Yeah, I straightened her ass out. She and I made an appearance together at a show, and the photographers were not taking pictures of her. And this is exactly what I've been talking about. It has taken us years to build acceptance in the industry for the BBW world, and she got very upset and she stormed off. And I went and
My
said,
feelings were extremely hurt. I mean, I'm in a line with a bunch of girls, and they're snapping shots. And as soon as I got on the red carpet, all the cameras stopped.
Right.
And the people looked like I was what are you doing here? And
Right.
I was very heartbroken. And, I should have been prepared for it, but I wasn't. And I learned a lesson. And he says, suck it up. You're a bit.
It's an unfortunate fact, but I mean, we have to
But
have
you
to
gotta
build
break through that.
Yeah,
Right,
we have to push
exactly.
it, and it's people like Platinum that we can put up there that have the balls, literally, to stand. There's your training reference. To stand in front of these people and go, you know what, fuck you, I don't care. Take my picture, don't take my picture, but I'm a beautiful woman, and this is what I'm here to do, and and that's one of the things that we've experienced together and worked together through over the years, and I'm really proud of her.
I respect him, so he knows he can come to me and say, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, if even, if I was to get, cut loose on my Twitter, he would call me up and be like, what is wrong with you? Like, cut it out.
You know what? But you know what, though? I'm glad a situation like that happened to somebody like you.
Yep.
Right.
Because
Right.
some of the other girls in the industry that don't have the kind of confidence that you have, that might have destroyed them forever.
Oh,
Right.
and
You were
unfortunately, I
able-
think it has happened to
Yeah,
other girls.
and I know, like when I strip, I'm the novelty act, and I go in there.
Well, that's because you hide rabbits.
I know. And
do those.
but no, what I'm saying is that it's people like you and I, or us with this show, that are going to try to push through those walls that they're trying to build up. And you're right. I understand you're upset, but good it was happened to you because you're a bounce backer, and some other girls aren't.
That's why I said, fuck it, I'll have my own awards.
There you go.
That's right.
Amen.
That was the next year.
Yep.
You know what we do when it comes to the photography thing? We just bring our own.
Yeah, we do.
Photographer.
We have a photographer who comes with us to every event.
I do that now.
I wanted to say that next week we're going to have a puppy, and all we're going to do is just put the camera on the puppy all show long. That was for you, Grumpy House. Grumpy, go ahead.
Yeah, Grumpy House just told the chat room, I stumbled upon this show while watching some silly Animal Planet puppy cam on Ustream that my sister tweeted at me. Do you know how many times we've had people go, I was watching something else and then I found your show and you are way better.
Although
I'm
love
just
puppy
curious
cams.
how they got to puppies and you guys. I'm a little confused.
Puppies, kitties, pussy, vagina.
Wow, that's a lot of connections there. That's a lot.
Less than
it's
600
only
Animal
animals.
shelter.
It's only 2.
Trust me, there have been all kinds of crazy ass animals in here.
Dogs, kittens, pussy. There we go.
So we don't want to let too much out of the bag, but the two of us are working on something very big next year.
Huge.
Tell us.
Huge.
We can't.
It's
But-
under wraps.
Is it
But,
sex? Is it sex oriented?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it awards oriented?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Ooh.
Are we going to win?
Not if you're in the same category as me.
Should we start the kneeling before you now?
Well, that's always a
Probably.
good choice.
I give a really good blowjob, Pete.
I want
That's
to.
sweet. I was going to have you kiss my ring at the end of the
I
show.
can do that.
Nice.
The great thing that came
My
out of
cock ring.
fan wow.
And I will.
The great thing that came out of FanFest this year is with Pete inviting the people from AVN to come and check us out. They see the market. They see that there's definitely they gained a lot of respect for the work that I've done in the BBW community, and they see a market and a niche that is neglected. So aside from them putting the category up, there's a lot of people that are genuinely interested in seeing more come from the BBW community. So it's been extremely a great experience to have someone like Pete on board that backs me up and helps me, guides me along the way, and then other people that are coming on and saying, hey, we want to see this happen. So
Well, the adult industry's been looking at how do we monetize, and with just kind of mainstream porn. I put big quotes around that. It's becoming less and less likely that you can monetize movies and product. So niche markets BBW, tranny, gay, some of those markets are the ones that are expanding.
Right.
And so that's why people are all of a sudden really starting to pay attention there.
Well, everyone's tired of seeing the same skinny vagina over and over and over
I mean, how many
again.
times can you watch a big titty blonde girl run down the Baywatch beach and, it just gets old.
You know what I say about skinny girls? Like, you take the clothes off of a Barbie type, you always know what you're getting because they're basically shaped the same. Some have a little bit bigger butt, some have bigger boobs. You take the clothes off.
If I take the clothes off you, I'm looking for a rabbit.
And you know what? I'd let you look for it hard.
We're like a Cracker Jack box. You never know.
Right, we're
What
like
a box of
Christmas.
chocolates,
No, we're like
bitches.
it's Christmas. If every one of us in this room got naked, none of us are the same. So it's like Christmas anytime you take the clothes off a big girl.
But you know what someone told me? They said that with bigger women, it's more, like the real women that a lot of men have dated. But with the thinner women, a lot of guys see that as rejection. They remember the girls that rejected them in high school, the girls that rejected them in college, and throughout their early adulthood. And they're and the real woman is different. We're all different, and that
We're squishy.
Squishy.
yeah.
When I first met Platinum, one of the
fluffy.
very first things she called me on the phone, and one of the very first things she ever said to me was, and please understand, I was not into the BBW world. I didn't know very much about it. And she said, one of the things I really like to do, one of the games I really like to play, is hide a Skittle on my body, and you find it.
I'm doing that joke ever since. Well, do you know what's
It
funny?
has been the same forever. So I think now
Seriously, in my
Skills.
strip show that I do for bachelor parties, I take the remote control from the room and I say, "This is how I used to piss off my ex-husband," and I used to hide the remote control, and it gets a big laugh.
Don't you make
yeah.
him eat a Twinkie out of your ass?
They eat a
Whoa.
Twinkie. Well, first of all, I make them eat it out of my tits, and then I take the Twinkie and put it in my ass crack, and some go for it, and some run out the door.
That's awesome.
That's fabulous.
But yeah, the Skittle's a good one. That's a good one. I'll have to play
that's how
that
she
game.
explained what she was doing in the world.
No, that's good.
So no, we're very excited about what we're building for 2014.
Yeah.
I can't say much more than that.
Well,
right now.
that is really a horrible tease, you two.
Well, we'll make sure to have you back when you're ready to announce.
For clarity, this is actually the first time we've actually appeared anywhere together.
Yes.
Well, the 19th.
For a while, because you guys were doing, I know that you were doing karaoke for a while
yeah, we did do
together.
karaoke.
We did some karaoke events,
So-
but the first time in a media, so
Yeah.
haven't had any kind of interview.
I know.
There's a reason for that.
Come on,
Really?
you can't give us just a little tiny.
Nobody
Oh,
can
stop
handle.
it. Leave it, leave it, leave it.
No,
But we always are able to work something out of people all the
Yeah,
time.
we always. Come on,
we
give us a
were the first
little
ones to
smidgen.
know that Well Rounded was going to have an open bar this year. We were the first ones to know about
on,
all
just give
kinds
us
of
a
things.
smidgen.
How about when we're ready to release anything, you'll be the first to know.
Okay,
We'll settle.
you will release it on this show.
We're
you will
sworn
even-
to secrecy and signed a non-disclosure for right now.
Okay,
so.
if she's not in town, will you come on town to
Yep.
announce it before you announce it to anybody else?
Yep.
All right, we have this now.
Including Tattle.
No, we'll co-announce it.
We'll have Tattle here in the
We'll
studio.
have
too.
Tattle.
it.
We'll
Okay,
have
you
Denise
got
come
it.
and she can tell
We'll
you.
do a
all that.
simulcast
I'll babysit.
announcement.
There we go.
I'm a really good grandma babysitter. Just
Are
so
you
you know,
really?
if you know.
What's your rates? I need to know I just don't want you to lose my child on your body somehow.
No, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Children love my body because I can put any crying baby to sleep.
There's
Nice.
some in there right now.
Yeah, if you heard him
She's
cry,
babysitting right
you
now.
heard him cry once?
I know.
Seriously, I'm a very good one. I'm a good nanny, and not a tranny nanny in that case.
Help!
Not
I've
a
been
tranny
fat-napped.
my friends had twins. Okay, he had a boy and a girl, and I would go over, and these kids would, and seriously, they would just fall out. I don't know if I'm so soft or what, but it was a big joke. He says, "Now I'm going to make this bust of you that has your arms like this, and like you can rock this way, and then sometimes it rocks this way, and sometimes it rocks this way."
Wow.
We got
that
to
was
tweet
fun.
fat napped, by the way. That is
Fat
fucking
napped, that's
hilarious.
Fat
right.
napped. That's what all babies need is a fat nap.
I have a movie called Fat Napped.
Do you really?
That's funny.
So in the fetish world, there's this thing called damsel in distress that's extremely popular, and it's where you pretend to be a damsel in distress. Well, Ricky Waters, aka Darling Ricky, is into like the bondage and rope tying and all that stuff. So there was another girl that she had some drama with, and it became the girl would stalk her, literally stalk her, post her phone number on Craigslist and all kinds of crazy shit. So it became the running joke that she was gonna show up at Ricky's house one day and try to kidnap her. So we decided to do a video series called Fat Napped. And there's actually a video where at the end she's got the camera and she's like, I just want you to be my friend on Facebook. And I'm running in the park behind my house. And I'm like, I don't want to be your friend. And I'm literally running. And then I turn around and she's like running at me. And the end of the video is like me dropping the the camera just falls. And I'm like, I don't want to be your friend. And it's hilarious. But we have a series called Fat Nap because of, this girl.
That's
it's
funny.
hilarious.
That is fabulous.
Too funny.
There's actually a video where they pretended to put chloroform and like put me in the back of the car, and then I wake up and it's her and Tiffany Cushenberry sitting on me. Hilarious.
That actually happened. They weren't pretending. That was chloroform. Remember when I said, does this rag smell funny?
No, she doesn't.
Apparently not.
Don't worry.
Why I have a headache now?
Don't worry, I have a whole St. Patrick's Day that way. Apparently, I've been told I was dancing on tables. I don't even remember waking up. Yeah, it was a damn good day, apparently.
That's the luck of the Irish.
That's what us Irish people do.
Yeah, I'm Irish too.
Yeah, nice.
Irish. So anyway, what else is in the works for you two? I know, Platinum, you've always got something else up your sleeve.
Right now I'm focusing on Plush Pass. I definitely want to see these girls get the best of the industry and represent BBWs very classy and elegantly. And I've got a new website coming out called bbwcosplay.com.
Oh,
Nice.
We're going to dress these girls up in costumes.
Love it. That's like the new thing.
It's huge.
Niche thing right
Yaya
now.
Han is
cosplay.
like my favorite cosplayer of all time. She's so gorgeous, and I'm like obsessed with her. But yeah, I actually brainstormed with Denise, and she was like, we should do these websites. And so, I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do something fun and different.
Because that also could, if you market it right, it'll open a whole new
Genre.
Yeah, a whole new market for you.
Well, it's really mainstream, that cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of mainstream people
What
doing
kind of costumes do people in what are we talking here?
Usually
anything,
superheroes.
anything.
Superheroes, Doctor Who,
Okay.
Video game.
Star
Steampunk.
Wars. Yeah,
Anything.
steampunk's
Okay.
big.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much anything. I mean, you look pretty hot in a Wonder Woman
Game of
costume.
Thrones.
It's anything.
Oh, I was dressed as the
Schemes of
fat.
cocks.
I was dressed as the fat Khaleesi for Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah, from Game of
Nice.
Thrones.
Did you have dragons hidden on your body?
I had a dragon.
Nice.
Had the wig and everything. I was hot.
Cosplay is basically just altering your actual identity. I mean, wearing a wig, whatever, which that's the big thing for
The
me.
wig was fun. I had so much fun with that wig on
The
Halloween.
cosplay wigs are so cool.
Yeah.
They're so cool. I can't wait. I've got an actual character that I'm gonna.
Did you guys ever do wig play with a sexual partner
No.
to kind of change things up?
Yes.
No,
I
don't-
have too.
Is that a
I
bald
don't.
joke? I'm a little offended right there.
But you know what? Well, you could be anybody.
True.
He was gonna wear my
I
wig
like to go with
tonight.
Lex
You should've
Luthor
wore
mostly.
it.
Yeah.
Well, Lex Luthor, you don't have to put a wig on, but
True,
you could
true.
be anybody you want to be. Telly Savalas.
And back to the shaved balls, we could put a wig on your balls too.
Oh, the
Merkin.
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 The only problem with the wig is they can't pull your hair.
Yeah, that is a big problem.
Depends on the
They make
kind
that
of
glue. They got nice glue.
You don't glue a wig, you clip it.
Oh no, if you're
No.
a guy, you glue that shit
No,
down.
they have spirit glue just for that stuff. Merkins have to be put on with
Yeah,
spirit
they have to
glue.
be glued. Merkins.
That sounds
See,
painful.
that's us
Yeah,
right
I'm in.
there.
I'm in.
No, there is a solvent for spirit glue that is easy on your skin that will get rid of the glue.
It's called Nair.
Because I'm thinking of like weave glue. Because okay, so about 15 years ago, I decided I was gonna have this like big New Year's Eve shindig. I had just left my husband, blah blah blah. So this girl's like, let's put weave in your hair and we're gonna give you a French roll. And oh my god, that was the stupidest thing I could have ever have done. She put a ton of glue.
How long ago was this?
Probably about 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's a whole new
But
ball game
listen,
now.
the girl didn't tell me you're supposed to buy special shampoo to wash that shit out. So
Right,
I'm
right.
yanking this shit out of my hair. I've
Your
got
hair's still kinky.
You know what? Somebody told me, I know who was Tyra, the tranny, when she was in here, told me to use that hair glue for your eyelashes.
Oh,
No,
hell
that was Lexi.
No, that was Tyra.
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
Tyra?
it was Tyra. Yeah.
It's a whole different ball game now. It's a whole new world when it comes to the weaves and the clips and the glues
If I can't
and the.
clip that shit, it ain't going in my hair.
I'm with you.
Are you all natural now?
Yeah.
You're usually always all natural.
Yeah. I don't even have fake eyelashes on. No fake nails. I'm all natural right now.
Right.
Mr. Puerto Rico doesn't like that shit.
Mr. Puerto Rico. I wanted to get around to that. So let's talk a little bit about your personal life. I know you mentioned him a little bit before.
Yeah, I'm an open book.
You haven't had sex or anything with him yet?
No, I have not.
Have you done any camming, any Skyping, any
We have Skype, but he will not have phone sex with me.
No.
No. He will not.
Do you keep trying to tease him?
Yes.
What about sexting?
He will not engage in. He kind of did one time, but not just like he laughed it off and like, changed the subject.
Is he older or
he's 40?
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so he's not really older.
Why.
He's just an old fashioned. You know, he comes from a strict Catholic
traditional
Puerto Rican family where you just do things a little bit differently. Like he's very much his mother raised him to be a respectful gentleman, and he very much he feels like if you respect a woman, he's like, yeah, I've had situations where I've dropped it and did it and bounced or whatever. What do they call it?
You can't even.
He didn't quit it. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Booty call.
Yeah, he's like, I've had situations like that, but he's like, he's like, I really care about you. I really respect you, and I don't want to ruin what we have by getting into a sexual situation. He's like, I want to build a foundation. I see a future with you. He's gonna eventually meet my family, and he's excited about it. It's like weird. Like I like it. I really like it. I like being in a situation where, somebody's respectful because it's not common anymore.
So what are you doing until the time comes for you to
masturbating a lot?
Okay, so you guys have not met fully face to face yet?
No.
Other than the computer. Okay, let's talk about this because I have I don't even engage with people out of state and to even attempt the long.
Well, I was in Jacksonville.
But you still haven't met him. So my thing is that okay,
no,
let's talk about
and it's my fault. It's my fault. He wanted to meet and I didn't take him serious at the time.
We have to talk about this when we come back. I hear that dreaded music coming. So I really want to talk about this, okay? All right, you are listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, the 2-time Rub It Into Pete Housley award-winning Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We'll be right back.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. I found the funniest thing that I have ever heard since finding out that Grandma found Grandpa in the barn with the goat. It's on VegasOnNetRadio.com. There's some nasty girls on Sin City Bounty. They talk about those things that I'm sure my cousins are doing to each other somewhere, like sex and toys and pornos and vaginas. Oh my. You gotta hear this. See this. You can get on that thing called a podcast and they'll show you their bras. What would Granny say to that? It's on Sunday night, 7 p.m. SinCityBounty.com.
Hi, I'm DJ Tim Dope. Come join us every Saturday night at 6 p.m. PDT, 9 p.m. EDT for my new show, Pure Dope Radio, here on Vegas All Net Radio. We'll be having fun addressing the issues with special guests each week. So I'll see you at 6 p.m. PDT, 9 p.m. EDT, Saturday on the show, Pure Dope Radio on Vegas All Net Radio.
If you're like me, you listen to Nights Over Las Vegas with the Commander every Saturday night at 7 p.m. on KLAV 1230 a.m. But during the week, do you need your dose of the music that everybody knows? Well, don't fret. You can listen to rebroadcasts or even download a podcast of Nights Over Las Vegas with the Commander on VegasAllNetRadio.com. That's right. Take the Commander home with you tonight, any night. Just visit VegasAllNetRadio.com.
Hello, everybody. This is Aaron Phillips from Vegas Unwrapped.
And I'm the other guy, Ricky Cash.
The other guy, Ricky
The other
Cash.
guy, yeah, from Brooklyn.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
What are we doing Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m.?
We are going to be on Vegas All Net Radio.
Really?
Yeah.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to do Vegas Unwrapped.
Which is?
We unwrap Vegas 1 week at a time.
The things that make you say, I didn't know that exists.
Did that really exist?
I think so. Vegas Unwrapped, Phillips and Cash, every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Don't miss it.
Be there.
Race fans, we're going worldwide. On Pit Road Racing is moving to VANR. That's VegasAllNetRadio.com. Join Alan Michaels every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. We'll have all the news from all the racing world. We'll keep you up to date on all the racing forums and all the racing action from national to local events. Join us for On Pit Road Racing right here on VegasAllNetRadio.com. Saturdays, 4 to 6 p.m. On Pit Road Racing, exclusively right here on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
I'm ready to box.
Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We have just enlightened the place up because we are going to talk about Platinum's long distance relationship. And Pete says, "I will help you," and grab the microphone from her. And they're fighting over the microphone because Pete wants to tell how he feels, and Platinum's getting all defensive, and her knickers are in a twist over here in the corner.
Have you actually
Seriously?
Have you even spoken to the guy on the phone?
Just shut up. Yeah.
Oh!
We've
Has
Skyped.
this only been online?
No, we've talked on the phone. We talked
How
on the
can you
I talked
call
at your house.
How can you
I
call
know
this
this.
man your man?
Well, he's
when
not
you
really my
never
man.
met
Well, that's why I said my guy. Like, you know,
Okay,
like
well,
somebody that
I'm going to play the devil's advocate, so get
I
ready.
didn't say my
friend.
boyfriend. Like, you know, we're not at that stage yet. I mean, I'm just excited
You're talking
about
about him meeting
meeting
your
somebody that,
That's your man.
if it progresses there,
That's
yes.
your man. Now, just so you know, when you're meeting the family, that's the man.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Well, he's the
Pete.
closest thing to anything right now. 'Cause-
But how could you even? Okay, I just have a hard time. I could never get to the point with somebody in that situation where I'm excited about meeting him, and he's gonna meet the family, and I'm gonna have him over for Christmas. Or, you know what? I mean, how do you? I mean, when you meet somebody, I have met so many people online or through text who are the most wonderful, and they've got everything in the world to say, and you meet them in person, and they can't even freaking open their mouths and communicate. Or
It's not just that. There's a
Shut 'em up.
spark, too.
right.
Like, there's a spark in person that's different than the spark that you have on the phone.
on December 20th, I'll call in and I will share.
This poor guy.
Yeah.
December 20th.
We've
Is-
Skyped. I mean, you know, he's a talkative person. I don't see him being any different in person.
I guess that I would never get there.
But I'm moving back to Florida, so it's not like
You know,
when you say
yeah.
long distance, it's not like a situation where I met him in Vegas and then I'm leaving. Like, I'm going back to Florida, so
in our experience, and I know where Sweet Cheeks is coming from. We don't really judge because we've all had all
I'm
kinds
giving
of
you a hard
these
time, girl.
weird
We've had all
relationships
kinds
before.
of fucked up ass
but
catfish.
when I'm in Puerto Rico, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah.
from the experiences, from all the stories, because this is what the show is about, right? It's the stories about
Absolutely.
the relationships, and from all of the relationship stories that stem from meeting someone online, getting to the point where you think they're going to meet your parents, but you haven't met them in person yet.
Yeah, I get
it
it.
usually doesn't work out right.
It doesn't
So,
always work
but-
out that way, but there's a chance.
There
and I'm
are
prepared for that.
exceptions. You're absolutely
I've been
right.
through this before. I mean, I'm not saying meeting my family or whatever.
Right.
My family would be happy to meet anybody because I haven't brought anybody home in over 7 years. So my mom's like, bring a girl home, bring a dog. I don't care, just bring somebody. Because my mom's concerned.
Right.
So I think a lot of it is just, and for me, you know, and even when you do have that relationship in person, let's talk about Marine. What a fucking nightmare. He still stalks me and won't leave me the fuck alone. I've had to block him and change my number twice in the last 6 months.
What happened to him?
He's a freaking douche.
But,
no
but that was another man you met online and had a long distance thing for a long
But we
time.
met.
And then
We
you
met.
finally met.
We met, and we had, you know, things were good in person for a while, and it wasn't the long distance that was the problem. He was just a fucking douche. So whether we lived in the same city, I would have just found out sooner had we lived in the same city. And I ended up dating someone in Vegas. Guess what he was? A fucking douche. So you know what?
Oh,
It
I
doesn't
get it. Why
matter
is
whether
that
you meet
big?
them online. It doesn't matter whether you meet them at the grocery store or wherever you meet them.
You could meet those fuckers at church. They'd still be a douche.
If he's a douche, he's going to be a douche in your
Right.
city, or he's going to be a douche long distance. But the thing for me is I hadn't been in a situation where I had that openness to meet anybody for a while. I was closed off emotionally. I was very defensive. My walls were up, and I mean, I wasn't even having sex. So I'm trying to get closer, guys. Hello? So
Well, you know, you do
We
have
just wanna
a
protect you. We
very
just don't
good
wanna be
friend with a great machine.
Chief
Yeah,
Housley.
I'll get you a Sibian. How's that?
Chief Housley.
Oh, just
how
not-
is
we
she?
just want you to
Well,
be
sir. It's Chief. It's
Sir, Chief.
Captain.
Yeah, this is one hairy ass Mike.
that's my hair.
Wow.
So how do you
some-
feel about her
some
long
nuts.
distance relationship?
I'm always
Let's give it
concerned.
this.
I mean, a lot of the people that I work with, the ninjas and platinum specifically, we're close friends, and so I mean, I've been through the ups and downs and the douchebags with her, and and taken a few tears on the shoulder for her, and
good friend.
so I'm always worried about her, getting over excited about opportunities like this, and going, man, this guy's
See,
he's a
maybe I've had
douche."
too many of those, and that's why I don't
Yeah.
get excited until I know, like if
You
I
don't get excited, period. You don't even make it to a second date with
We're
this
gonna
guy.
get her a Sibian.
Well, that's why you guys ever know if my Facebook's status changes.
It's huge, huge.
If your Facebook status ever went from single to it's complicated, the world would implode.
Oh, I'll fix that with a Sibian. She'll be in a relationship with a Sibian.
It'll be the first relationship with a like page.
That's awesome.
No, we're always concerned. I mean, a lot of the people in the business, I'm always concerned about what they're doing, and guys, girls, everybody that's worked with us, we're always really interested in who they are, so and where they go.
The one thing that I like about this relationship of yours is that it just goes to show everybody what kind of person you are, because you've had the douchebags, you've had these kind of relationships before, but you're not quitting.
No.
You're still you're still out there, you're still looking, you haven't given up on men, you haven't turned into a lesbian, even though I know you go that way. You haven't
I sure
you haven't
do.
become like total anti-penis. You know what I
got to see
mean?
Celeste again,
So-
by the way.
And you're still out there, and you're still
I think it's
you're
so-
willing to take the risk of love.
Not me.
After all the things that I've been through professionally, personally, in the industry, out of the industry, I am just the kind of person that I am down for a little while. I get back up, I dust my shoulders off, and I say, you know what? Fuck you, world. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving the adult industry. I don't care what rumors may pass out around about me. I don't care what people say about me. I don't give a fuck. I work too damn hard. I'm going to stick around. I'm too beautiful of a person. I have a positive attitude, and I have a light that people need to see, and I'm not fucking going anywhere.
Good for you.
She'll be
Hallelujah,
she'll be those old ladies at the Red Rooster that we see whenever we
ladies
go
give me
there.
hope for
I
the
know they
future.
do. I know.
I'm the kind of old lady that's going to piss off all them bitches at a home because I'm going to be in there like, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing you nag all the goddamn time.
Are you kidding? Platinum's going to be 80 in the old folks' home, wheeling around to the other ladies in there trying to sell them dildos.
trying to twerk it.
Meanwhile, there's like 30-year-old dudes showing up going, I hear Platinum Puzzy is here.
Yes, I'd like to go to 15B, please. That's Platinum's room.
And we're going to make sure they give you a roommate who's comatose, so you can have all the visitors you want.
Pete Housley's next endeavor is going to be an old folks' home for former porn star
That's a
tweeters.
great idea.
There's got to be money in that.
There's got to be a porn star retirement program
There has-
somewhere.
yeah, we should set something up. Obama porn care. So
No, Housley porn care.
Housley, yeah. So Denise she wanted me to share. She's texting me and she says, make sure that you let them know she's as apprehensive about the situation as you are. I mean, me and Denise, we're all very close, and they're very concerned about, my emotional well-being, and they don't want to see me get hurt again. So she's
Because we are the ones that have to talk you down off the ledge.
I've never been on the ledge.
That's where I put you.
She's the one that told me to delete my Plenty of Fish. And actually, that's how I found his message, was going to delete my Plenty of Fish. So,
I knew you knew to sticking stuff in your mouth, but
yeah, give me the mic. So, yeah, let me tell you, I have great friends with Pete and Denise. They are like some of my best friends ever, and I absolutely adore them. So, I'm really lucky.
I'm getting money out.
No checks, please.
Dude, it didn't bounce.
Well, keep us updated on Puerto Rican Man.
I will.
And how things
Absolutely.
go.
Absolutely.
My stepfather is Puerto Rican, so I know that ethnic family background dynamic, and it's pretty exciting.
You're looking for the word batshit crazy.
They're freaks. Let me tell y'all. I've dated a Puerto Rican before, and let me tell you, that motherfucker can work it. It was some good shit.
Very fiery. Fiery is a good word. Very
So
fiery
I'm hoping
is a
for
very
some
good word.
Eliza Allure just finally showed up.
Hello, Eliza.
So, how about you? How are things going? Last time we talked to you, you were expecting a baby.
Uh-huh. I had it.
Beautiful baby.
I look good,
see
don't I?
the baby.
Lost a little weight. Got the baby down.
Got rid of the
Have you
baby
been
weight
doing
already?
late night feedings
Kegels.
and
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
diaper changes and?
Denise does most of that work.
See, you're lucky. So is there more babies in the future?
No, oh God, no.
He
I hope not.
sweeps in like the hero Sir Housley and says, "I will take the baby for an hour.
The baby loves me,
You
man.
go relax,
You
my
chill. I'll handle it from here.
love." Once she's already been
You
fed.
relax.
Yeah. After the freshly cleaned.
No, I think there's a period in parents, and I'm learning this I've learned kind of two things about being a parent. And the first was the first day you go to Babies R Us is probably the creepiest fucking day of your whole life. We walked into the Babies R Us for the very first time, and Denise is about 6 months pregnant at the time, and this woman gets up from behind the little counter. They have these little desks, and she comes around and gives me a hug. Oh, congratulations on your baby. I was like, who the fuck are you and why are you hugging me? And it's like a little fucking cult in there. Oh. Everybody like walks around and goes, "Oh, how are you with that? Oh, how's that thermometer? How's that little baby carriage?" And oh, it's horrible. I hate Babies R Us. It's creepy in there.
You got to go to Baby Depot at Burlington Coat Factory.
We do. I've hit every baby thing imaginable. I'm
And which
pretty
one's
sure.
your favorite so far?
I love the Burlington. I'm a deal guy. I love the deals.
Oh, there you go.
Burlington has good deals.
And I'm also like the most spoiling father ever. So
This is so true.
this is true.
Black Friday shopping. This kid has every fucking toy imaginable.
And she's not even a year old.
She's not a year old, and she's got everything till the time she's 6.
Yeah, everybody's mad at me because they're asking for her wish list for Christmas. There's nothing left to get.
Wait a minute. And what is she like? 6, 8 months old?
She's 6 and a half.
6.5 months old. Like
I'm
she
gonna
has
tell you.
a Santa Claus list. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's Daddy's list. Okay.
Let me tell you, the best thing to ask for from people is diapers, all sizes.
Yeah, true.
I did that when I was pregnant with my son. They were like, "What should we get you?" And I'm like, "Diapers." I didn't buy diapers for the first 9 months my
nice.
child was alive, and I had some diapers that was too big for him. So like when he switched diaper sizes, I didn't have to buy any
Can I
back.
just ask you a quick question? What is this diaper thing you're talking about?
Oh, you guys one of those? Are you guys
No,
crazy green hippie
No,
fuckers?
completely not. No, I was suggesting that I don't change the diaper.
So
He has no idea what a diaper is. What are you talking about?
I tried to convince Denise that we should use cloth diapers and
Oh, you're not washing that shit in the diaper pail.
literally
I
washing that shit.
remember those days.
No, they don't. I don't think you can do that at home. I think you have to have a service if you do that now.
Yeah.
No.
So.
Yeah.
No, you can do that at home.
You can do it at home. Yeah, you can.
yeah.
I would. Is
Still
there
buy
a
the
law?
cloth diapers. I remember the cloth diapers that you'd have to
Yeah.
take to the toilet, wash the poopy out, and then rinse them
I
out,
can't
wring them,
even
and put them
imagine.
in the hamper.
Some of
Oh,
the
yeah.
stuff that comes out of that child, I can't even imagine.
And wait, till she starts eating more people food. Oh, they get
Oh no,
lovely
she
farts.
farts louder than a 45-year-old man. She puts me to shame. There are nights Denise will look at me in bed and go, "Was that you or the baby?"
Wow.
Maybe in your room.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, she sleeps
Still?
in her room, but not in bed with us.
So what has that done to your sex life?
A wet sex life.
Ah.
Yeah, it's definitely taught us a new challenge in that space. To kind of sneak it in when the baby's asleep.
Well, at least they're
Yeah, she's
sneaking.
getting there.
At least you're
We sneak
sneaking
it
in
in.
it.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
sneak
like
it in.
007 sex.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Denise will be like, "Hey, the baby's asleep. Let's go."
We have 15 minutes. Get it done.
And be really quiet.
Yeah, there's no foreplay in that world.
Just put
It's
your
just,
ass in the
bam,
air.
let's just go.
Well, sometimes you just got to be the vessel, you know.
True.
But you are so. Have you found that this is like the epitome of your life? This is the reason
It's
that
definitely a
you
life
are.
changer. It's definitely a life changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you always wanted children?
No, well, I did when I was young, and then I'm 45 now, and so I had no thought. After I turned 40, I was like, I'll never have kids, and of course, my mom gave up on that plan years ago. And then, boy, oh boy, does grandma fucking loves me now.
My
Denise,
sister.
so-
Yeah, my sister is the darling of the family.
Oh, yeah.
She's the only one with the kids.
Yeah.
So the grandkids and.
Yeah, it changes. But the other thing I've learned about having kids is everybody wants to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere that people aren't like, hey, what are you doing there? And everybody's got an opinion about what I'm doing with my kid, too,
Oh, yeah.
That drives me just batty. Don't talk to me. Oh, that's a great outfit on your kid. Oh, you're a great dad. You're carrying. Oh, you got that Britex. Eat it.
Let me screw my kid up my own way.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
fine. Thank you. Stay the fuck out of my relationship. Shit. I can't wait till I spank her in a public place and get all that crap.
He's going to go look for it now. I
am. I'm going to start
I can
that
just see
fight.
Sir Housley at the Walmart.
Yeah, fuck you. No, Walmart's easy. Everybody spanks their kids
that's true,
at
that's
Walmart.
true.
I got to
You
go
got to
to
do it at Macy's.
yeah, like Macy's, Whole Foods. I'm thinking
Trader Joe's!
yeah, Trader Joe's. Really light it up. See how many people I can piss off in 1 minute.
See how many dreadlocks you can get shaken.
I can't wait to see the security tape on Tattle Triple X.
Oh, the shit will be tweeted. You know that.
Yeah, please.
Vine videos everywhere.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, Denise is a great mom. She's taking care of her very well, and so it's cool. So I've been prohibited from telling you how Denise and I met. So.
Oh, but she loves her Auntie Carrie.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Liv.
The baby's watching, so and she's having a great old time. Like can't figure out looking at the two of us. So
That is awesome.
Denise and I did not online date. So we met at a porn. We met at a porn conventions.
That's awesome. That's even better.
Oh, that is
That's
better.
true. We met at Exotica
Then you know
3 years
you're
ago.
Of like mind.
It was interesting. I was running the Porn Star Road Trip at the time, and a good friend of ours who ran the adult trading card company introduced us, and she got on the bus and wouldn't get off the bus. So
Then you had to
she
impregnate her.
No, and I didn't see her again for 6 months. In fact, we didn't really even speak. We kind of texted once or twice, and I was off on the road trip, and we were traveling the country, and then she came back out to AVN. And stalked me and tracked me down. No, that's not really true, but yeah. So
That is not true. He told me, Carrie, have you ever just had that one person that made you feel a certain way that you can't really explain?
I was talking about you.
Whatever. He was so. I have to say, I've known Pete for a while, and it's been a progress getting to that stage where he opens up to me, and we've developed that real personal relationship. And it was nice to see him open up. Stop. He opened up to me and was like sharing this. There was an insight into him that I had never seen before, and it was really.
I think she's pretty.
It was a cool experience for him to be sharing this with me, and he's like, don't tell anybody, I don't want anybody to know yet. And the next thing you know, he's like,
having a baby.
Oh yeah, it was a big deal to put that relationship status on Facebook.
I know.
Good Lord, we were sitting there, the two of us in the same room, going, "Okay, let's do it at the same time."
I had an actual
Yeah, because you'd
conversation.
hate to change yours and them not change theirs.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be
How
horrible.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I should have done that. What?
Hey, go in now and put it's complicated.
Yeah,
You
that'll
know,
really
it
mess
takes
stuff
first.
I know who's sleeping outside.
Yeah,
tonight.
no shit. I'll be sleeping in the trailer with you. Shit. No, it's cool. So,
What have you learned about yourself?
about what?
Just being a father. Yeah, being a father.
Oh, what a total fucking sucker I am for that kid.
Oh
yeah.
Oh man, she can look at me, and I walked by her packet plate the other day. She's laying in it, playing away, just having her thing, and she saw me, just lost it. Because hey, it's time to pick me up. And so I walked over, and I wasn't intending on picking her up, and she just batted those big baby blues at me. She's like, I'm like, really? You're 6 months old and you're flirting, you know? Like, look at me, aren't I cute? You could pick me up right now.
that really
oh, man. I'm like, holy
But I'm going to
crap.
tell you something. My mother told me, and you can attest to this, you will kill your children for your grandchildren. The love you feel now, multiply that a gazillion times when you have a grandchild.
So I've already done the math on this. I don't think I'm going to make that one, so.
You're not that old, Pete.
I'm 45, so I've given
you
that
can
some
make
thought,
it.
so.
You'll make it.
I'm hoping not.
He just won't remember making it because he'll be in that Alzheimer's phase.
True.
Selling
I'm pretty sure.
Selling those ride-em toys.
Sure, I'm pretty sure Denise is going to kill me long before that, so I'm not worried about it.
Being at home with the retired porn star.
I'll be working the front. Oh, suitcase pimp style.
With the stripper pole and the handicap
Alzheimer's porn star bingo.
He's going to be in charge of all their TVs. So he gets to choose what goes on the movies channel today.
I can hear me now. You remember that tweeting? Remember when we used to tweet?
Now they got that paranormal subliminal tweeting.
No shit. Can you imagine what we're going to have 20 years from now?
Tweeting.
Tweeting.
You and me sitting in a virtual rocking chair.
Just looking at each other.
I'm going to
like,
download my consciousness into
Yeah,
a
true.
robot, and I shall call her Cylon.
Nice. Wow.
I just out-nerded about half of the room right here.
Except I handled it. It's good.
Good,
I'm on.
I'm glad
I'm
you
in.
handled that.
Live
He's a
long.
big Doctor Who fan.
Oh, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan.
That's my
Nothing to
ringtone
do
for
with
him.
Doctor
Yeah,
Who.
Cylon's not Doctor Who.
Not
no,
even
that's
close.
Battlestar
Battlestar.
Galactica.
Cybermen.
C.
No, I know, but
Close.
I think you're a Doctor
Cybermen's
Who fan.
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Good job.
I don't know none of them.
Really? You're a
Not
Doctor
really.
Who fan, aren't you?
I'm a huge
Yeah.
Who
50th
fan, yeah.
anniversary.
Oh.
Huge. Cried.
Oh, I cry at every regular episode. Are you
they
kidding me?
They can tear you up and put you back down in that show.
I stopped watching after Rose.
What?
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh!
She's in the
destroyed me.
50th episode.
I know she is.
Oh no.
Rose destroyed
So-
me. That whole breakup right there, I was like, I can't do this again.
I have a question for you because last time we were on, we had a long chat about Michael Bublé, and I was curious if you went to see him when he was here. Did you? Outstanding.
I couldn't stand it. It was so fabulous. My nipples are hard now.
The tickets were retardedly expensive, so I
I got
need to
them as
know
a
who
gift.
you blew.
You got the best seats in the house.
Yeah.
You blew somebody for that one, huh?
Yeah, I got gifts.
Her
I got
mother?
them as a gift for my
What?
mom.
Her mother. Wow. Is that legal?
So no,
This just got really weird.
Only if it's on film.
But they were gigantically expensive tickets, though.
they were ridiculous, and we got not like fabulous seats or anything like that. I mean, we weren't in
But
the
even
very
in
last row.
but even in
pretty
the
damn
bleeds, they
close.
were like $200 or
Yeah,
something, right?
they were pretty bad, pretty
Like, if
badass.
you wanted
But
to
it
sit
was
down on the floor, it was like $4,000.
that show was absolutely worth every fucking penny. I'd have paid $4,000 to sit on the floor for that show.
If you would have had the $4,000.
If I'd
right?
had the $4,000. Yeah.
If you hadn't spent it all on Obamacare.
Blew it on hookers and blow.
Come on, where were you, sweet cheeks? I threw Obamacare in. You
Yeah, but I
You're
happen to
busy
know.
texting.
No, there's something going on at home I'm taking care of here. But I happen to know that I have encouraged my friend to go to the Obamacare site because I think she could get cheaper insurance there.
I tried again after we talked, and I couldn't get it to work.
There's a number you can call and talk to a representative.
And I was on hold for 45 minutes, and no one ever got to me.
See how I brought that
They
back
were
around?
experiencing higher than normal call
Good at this.
volume, and we'll get to you just as soon as we
now
can.
you also can email them and they can send you back via email.
Well, it's too late. I've already signed up for my company health care because I had a deadline on that, and I would rather be insured than
Oh, I agree.
possibly
I agree.
maybe not.
But my point is, Pete, is she really?
But your company health
she
plan
really
should be
cannot.
offering good deals too.
She really cannot give a true, account of whether it helped her or not because she didn't view.
I think it's different. I've had a lot of conversations. I run a small business. I have about 30 employees, and for us, it's been Obamacare's changed a lot of stuff, and I know it's a polarizing topic, and everybody's kind of concerned about it, but it's reduced our premiums. Overall as a small business, which is a huge thing for small businesses, frankly, and there's no mandate for small business yet until 2015,
Right.
And I think there's a lot of confusion about that. The small businesses are not required to offer it until 2015, and even then, the small business only has to cover half the cost.
Right.
But the premiums have gone down drastically. And in specific cases, in my personal life, Denise was on, and I know we talked about this last time I was here too. She had a pre-existing medical condition which precluded her from getting insurance, which was obviously a problem when she was pregnant, which was also a pre-existing medical condition. And we went on a special Obamacare program for her, and now she can get insurance.
Right. Yep.
Just normal insurance.
I'm not saying it's not bad altogether. I'm just saying that the website could have been done 1,000 times better. You know how many billions of dollars we paid for the Obamacare website?
The website is always a nightmare, and that, it's funny because people call me all the time. Hey, will you build us a website? Will you help us out? You of all people must live this.
Yeah.
Can you imagine building the Obamacare website?
Oh, right.
Did you know somebody offered to do it for free?
Well, that's probably even worse.
Yeah.
No, it was one of the big Silicon Valley companies that does websites for big names.
Yeah.
They offered to do it for free.
Well, I'll tell you. I don't want to talk about Obamacare too much today, but I will tell you that she told me the price that she's paying, that she has to pay, and how much Obamacare is paying for, and I compared it to mine, and it's comparable. Yeah. So my work insurance, it's very close. I mean, I think there's maybe $20 of a difference.
Well, and the reason I thought it would be different for Sierra is because she has a child,
and it's not that much different.
But
between
the
Obamacare, if I wasn't supplemented, if I'm not qualified for supplement,
you will be.
And I don't know if I will because I don't qualify for Medicaid or Medicare or welfare.
Nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it.
The Nevada site used a lot of the same qualifications.
No, they don't. It's two totally different
It is
programs.
two totally. Will you let me finish?
You haven't completed it to do the whole thing, so you don't know.
Pete has accomplished his mission in the SinCityBounty
You finish, and then I'm
studio for when we took away his award. He has now gotten his revenge.
Yes, the show will end.
That the welfare program is dictating
That's how I do it. I take people out.
Get Obamacare. I'm saying that the statistics and the numbers and the charts that they use to qualify people, they used almost the exact same qualifications.
No, you're absolutely. Where did you get that information? Because that has nothing to one plan has nothing to do with the other, and even
I'm not saying they do have anything to do with each other.
Because
I'm saying they're using the same system.
No, they're not, because the system is not the same.
We're having a party. Everybody's swinging.
I'm Paige.
And I'm Adele.
And we are
The Pool Party.
A soiree of madness. Tune in every Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific time on Vegas AllNet Radio.
Are you going to let me say anything at all, or do I just sit here?
We'll go ahead.
Well, okay, well, the show's going to be really fun.
That's
it's going to be about...
You never know who's going to jump in the pool.
Bathing suits not required.
Hey, Luis, where are we going today?
Dude, I just heard about this great place called the Geek Lounge.
The Greek Lounge? But I'm not really into lamb or Slovaki.
No, man, not the Greek Lounge, the Geek Lounge.
The Geek Lounge? What's that?
Yeah, dude, it's your one-stop shop for talk about everything from movies, video games, comic books, TV shows, manga, and anime.
Wow, when does all this happen?
It's every Sunday at 4 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
Oh, man, it's almost time. We better hurry.
You're right. Don't forget, that's the Geek Lounge, Sundays at 4 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
Hey you, this is Vince, here on the Talk with Vince show, where no subject is off the table. We'll explore the depths of your mind. Spirituality, we talk it. Enlightenment, we talk it. Politics, we talk that too. Ufology, you want it, you got it. Conspiracy facts, we're on it. Sex, we talk it. So join me every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for Talk with Vince, here on VegasAllNetRadio.com. Talk that will blow your mind.
Yeehaw! This cowboy here loves riding bareback. Come here, young filly.
Whoa! Hold your horses there, stranger. This here filly don't take kindly to sexually transmitted infections, so you'll be wearing a condom if I have to lasso and hog-tie you down. Sexually transmitted infections, or STIs, can lead to discomfort, unpleasant discharges, infertility, and even death. Girls, Don't you let some handsome stranger defile your lady parts without some protection. Carry your own condoms and always be prepared. Remember, your body, your choice.
Brought to you by the curvaceous bounty of Sin City. Learn more at SinCityBounty.com.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
The final frontier of free speech, where we can talk
Bipolar or
about
what?
anything we want, including how I didn't qualify for Obamacare.
because she didn't go through the final process because she gave up, and so she doesn't know if Obamacare would help her.
So I was
She's
still mad at I was still mad at my dildo this week, so I did not have any masturbatory
still across the
sex.
room? Was it still across
No,
the room?
actually, yesterday I did pick it up and clean it off.
I'm going to the emergency room to get free health care.
But all they have to do is stabilize you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my catch up. I didn't do anything this week. I was busy, just like you ladies, doing stuff.
My catch-up is I signed up for Obamacare.
You did.
My catch-up is I tried doing it for 2 weeks, and when I couldn't get through on any of the systems they told me to, outside of actually taking time off work to go meet with somebody who may or may not be able to help me.
You didn't have to take time off because they are open in the evening.
There we go.
So
well,
you could have done that.
But you did sign up at work, so you do have coverage.
I do have coverage.
What I'm saying
I have
is,
coverage,
though,
and the plans that they were offering me online, that all of the different plans that I could choose and compare and all those other things with me and my son were comparable to the plan that...
Time out!
They were comparable
You never
in price.
got there.
Yes, I did.
But you can't compare those prices when you didn't get through the part if the government was going to help you or
You
not.
can shop for a plan without finding out
I
if
know
you get
that.
a subsidy.
But the
Hey,
prices
guys.
you've seen there
Guys.
means nothing.
Guys, can I tell you my catch up?
The unsubsidized
I just
cost-
crashed the Sin City Bounty of Sin. There is no more competition in this category.
How about I correct that? The unsubsidized price of healthcare through the Nevada HealthLink website was almost exactly the same, maybe a $3 difference to what I would have paid on my own.
You know
through
what
my
this
company.
reminds me of, Pete? Every Facebook conversation when
Ever.
when Obama is brought up at all,
true.
it always comes to this, and it always
It's a polarizing
sounds
discussion.
in print. It always sounds.
told you
I
it's a
have no
polarizing
problem with
discussion.
everybody giving their opinion if you've got to the point where you have the right to give
So
that
I
opinion.
got to the point where I could compare the prices and the rates. I got there. They all looked comparable to what I was being offered by my company. And then I had a little link that said, you may be qualified for a subsidied program. Fine. I filled out the 2-hour program form that it took me to get through, and that's on a T1 connection here at work. And when I finally got to the very last button, it says, click here, and we're going to tell you how much you can get subsidy for, but know that all of this information is going to be saved forever, and you can't change it, and if you need to change it, you need to contact all the
Well, that happens if you sign up for Netflix.
So I clicked on that button. I get to that final button, and a big red warning sign comes up, and it says, due to unforeseen circumstances, we cannot at this time tell you how much you qualify for. Please call this number. I called that number and got a 45-minute hold time. With the message repeated every 5 minutes, like they do.
It's like going to the DMV.
We're experiencing higher call
Well,
volume.
once again, I've had that same experience on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I called them for customer support, and then you get fucking Habib on the phone.
and
you want a slushie? Which one? Netflix?
Hulu, they just forget about you and hang up
just
on
hang
you.
up.
And I was on a deadline. I started this 2 week when we found out 2 weeks, was it 3 weeks ago, that we were going to have to change our healthcare program. I immediately got on the websites, signed up first off the application to get an account, and then you got to get it approved, and then if it doesn't get approved, you got to go through this and all this other stuff to get your 12,000 number long account number that they give you. You know, this is your certification, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then to get to the very end of it and for them to tell me, the website can't do what it was designed to do, so call this number instead. I call that number. Hold time's 45 minutes long. At that point, I'm done.
I've had this
If the
exact same frustration
If the price
watching
is
porn.
only going to be, if the
Exact
price
same.
difference is only going to be $70 or $80, fine.
Well, you're
It's not
telling me
big
that
a deal.
$70 or $80 a month doesn't make a deal to you?
It does make a big deal to me, But I'm willing to cinch the numbers a little bit. I'm willing to pay higher price for better quality.
Well, I think
But it's not a better quality.
I'm going to tell you, my HMO's damn good.
She works for Lotus Broadcasting. She's got a good.
That's fine, but
she's got a good insurance program. But I think
you
you're
can't
both.
make blanket statements
I think
like
you're both saying the
better
same thing.
quality and the whole. I guarantee the reason you got that red flag for the substitute.
Let me. I know this is a very passionate subject for a lot of people, okay? I don't think this is a show for it myself, but you're going to experience this kind of frustration on either side at every place you go. We mentioned the DMV. We mentioned being on the phone with Netflix or Hulu. It's all the same. You're going to get the frustration. You have to deal with it however you decide to do. Whether you decide to say, fuck it, I'm just going to go with work and pay the extra
I
$80,
don't have a problem with her going with work and deciding to do it. I have a problem with her saying she knows how it works when she didn't go through all the processes
no.
to get there.
Well, let me tell you something. You are still going to... I love Netflix. I absolutely adore it. I could not live without my Hulu, but I will experience those things maybe in the future. Maybe I have already. AT&T, I don't want to talk about you right now. T-Mobile's looking really good. That was my experience today. I am their biggest fan, and I just wanted to throttle them today.
I understand that.
But you never know what's going to happen. So you can make whatever statements you want.
Wait a minute.
If you're going to be in an argument, that's fine. But you have to know that you're going to deal with that wherever you go. You have to prepare yourself and know that, okay, if I'm going to the DMV, I know I'm going to be there for 45 minutes. I'm taking my smartphone and a battery extender.
However, but you're not sitting here talking, giving statistics and giving, they're going by this criteria about AT&T.
No, you're right.
You're not doing that.
I'm not.
That's what Sierra
I am
was
not
doing.
basing the quality of Obamacare on the customer service experience because I know that that's not a fair way of doing it. But a lot of people, that's all they have to base anything on.
You're absolutely
If she
right.
couldn't even get to the main part of it to find out if she could base her opinion on anything else.
But she could.
So no. She could not. She's been telling you she could not even get to that part of it.
No, she did.
So
she could read the plans. What she didn't follow through on if the government could subsidize her.
I'm telling you, when I
She
clicked on the
couldn't
final
get to
button,
that
I
part.
know that, but there are 8 other ways to get in touch with a person to find out these answers. And what I'm saying is she did not completely go
Did you
through
have
all
to?
the avenues.
Well,
Did
the
you
good
have
news
to?
for her
But
is
I don't have a
she didn't
child.
have
I went
to.
right through.
She didn't have to.
The
right.
good news for her is she didn't have to. She had
an
another
alternative.
option.
I agree.
And
I
I
agree.
think
She has a right
and
to
she
do it all.
well no, it's just not even a right. The good news is she works for a company who offered her programs that she didn't have to go through that process. And I think
which were
what
comparable.
you're passionate about
agree.
is the good news is that it's available to the people who don't have that option.
No, and
I think
I'm
that's
very
really
passionate about it. What I'm not passionate about, somebody trashing the plan
I
or
never
saying that
trashed
no,
the plan.
or you're not frustrated or you could never get an answer when you didn't make all the effort to do so.
But she's not
Don't
alone in that.
talk
I mean,
about-
they've got
that's what I'm
CNN's
saying.
got 4 people sitting on a computer trying to hit send, and that's why she couldn't get any information.
That's what I'm saying. And don't
CNN's
say,
got
okay,
the
well,
phone
I
lines
know,
blocked.
Wait, no. This is what she said. I know I'm not going to qualify for a subsidy because they're basing it on what welfare is based on, and I couldn't get welfare. That's not true.
I know of people who haven't even who don't have insurance now, who don't have an offer of insurance from any kind of job because they're unemployed, and who are still trashing the Obama plan because they don't want to have to pay out of pocket.
Well, if
at
they,
all.
Wait, but if they show no income, they don't have to pay anything out of pocket.
I understand that, but this is the mentality.
Right,
of,
they don't understand that.
At least Sierra's got some smarts behind her opinion.
I agree.
And her experience.
I
Most
agree.
people, if you want to get mad at anybody,
I'm not mad at nobody.
No. I mean, if you want to get frustrated, or if you want to tell someone that they don't have a right to an opinion because they didn't go through with it, I've got like 15 people I know right now we can call that have that opinion.
How about we don't?
No, and that's no problem. My problem is with
Platinum
people
fell
in
asleep
general
half an hour ago.
that spout information or spout information about the site, and they're spouting stuff that isn't true. So it's like a fever because these people feed the other people people who need to get on and do this are afraid to get on because of people spouting shit.
But that happens. That happens with
I know
everything.
that. I know that.
But I'm not spouting a falsity about my experience on the
No,
website.
that's not what I said you're spouting a falsity about. I understand your whole experience. It's a falsity that you can't qualify for a subsidy because you couldn't qualify for welfare. Nothing is the same. That's what I'm spouting about.
No, they're not connected programs.
No, I didn't say they're connected.
You're pregnant?
So did you have sex this week?
I always have sex this week.
No, not always. No, you said something about Superman.
I didn't have sex with Superman.
No.
Superman and Michelle are hitting it hard.
Michelle.
They're having a good friend. Nobody you know, I don't think.
Oh.
She texts me all the time and thanks me for Superman.
Oh.
Not that I don't want to have sex with Superman. I've just been so busy.
Who is Superman?
It's
It's guy I met online.
her plumber.
Oh.
Her latest
the plumber. Oh, latest plumber. Really?
Yeah, a couple
What's
of
up with you getting punched?
She's got a Batman too.
Oh.
Yeah, but now I have a little muscular Asian boy.
Is Batman who I think it is?
What is he? Is that? Wait. I don't know the green. Well, no, not Green Arrow. Is it Green Arrow?
Green Hornet?
Green Hornet. Is it the Green Hornet guy?
We can call him Green Hornet if you want.
No. It's the partner. The Green Hornet's white.
Tonto or some shit.
Yeah, I don't remember what his
is it?
name is.
I'm Googling.
Kato.
We'll call him Kato.
Look at you. You're full of all the answers today.
He's short. Well, he's just a little shorter than me, and he's an Asian guy, but he's really bulked up.
Does he have really freakishly small fingers? Calypso told us that she didn't like Asians because they had freakishly small fingers.
Isn't it the freakishly small penis that you're really concerned about?
They do.
Sounds good.
His penis is not very big, but he has other skills that are.
Of course he does.
And
so he uses chopsticks.
He really he's got this he's like in awe of me. Like I like your body and your butt, and it's so cute because it's like he
now,
puts
is
me
he
on a little pedestal.
Is he an American Asian or is he? Are we?
No, he moved here from Colorado, and his father lives in yeah. So I don't know way back if he ever lived over somewhere else.
He's
but
not your typical like from the Chinatown with the straw hat.
No. He's very Americanized.
Okay.
And
straight racist right there.
I'm Asian. I can do that.
Hat.
Yeah, he's very
He works in a rice paddy in Colorado.
Very, very nice man.
Good.
Very nice man. So
Me rub you wrong time.
No doubt.
He will rub me wrong time.
I just wanted to establish that he wasn't like a restaurant owner or something.
No, he works and goes to school.
That is fucked up.
Me on Grand China. You come by eating
Come with some young guy.
And the reason I say that is because when somebody mentions, "Oh, I'm dating a black man" or "I'm dating an Asian man," that's the first image that usually pops into other people's heads.
Fried chicken
and watermelon.
Because people,
I don't see why.
It's the stereotype that they've grown up with, so that's the first thing they think until they meet someone and they go, "Oh my God."
That's just like a black guy dating a white girl. They automatically assume that she's going to be a fat girl who smokes Newports and drinks Hennessy.
How did you know?
Fucked up. She's sitting in the room.
Jeez, can you at least wait till I leave to talk about me?
That's so funny. So yeah, he's just a nice guy that I.
So how long have you been
getting stung by the Green Hornet?
A couple of weeks.
That's cool.
I don't get too serious.
I want to meet all your plumbers
now. That I finally let you meet one of them, they want to meet them all. Because
he turned out to be very great. So
yeah, I hide them from everybody.
I'm assuming that all the men that you meet are actually pretty cool in their own respect.
Else I wouldn't be fucking them.
She wouldn't be getting stung.
Yeah. So and what else? I made 5 togas this week.
You did, and oh my God, we look great.
We sure did.
The prep is as fun as
the
party.
Yeah.
Okay, I know Sierra was over. Can I say something about my girl Sierra here? This girl can get her ass beat until it's so hot you can't touch her ass, but don't let fucking nobody mess with her hair. Braid her hair.
I'm such a giant hair pussy.
She was such the big baby when Coco was doing her hair yesterday. She's going, ow. I go, you can get your ass beat till it's so hot we can't touch it, but you can't get her hair done.
It's too close to her brain, that's why.
I don't know.
It cherishes her brain.
Well, here's the thing. When you're getting smacked or spanked or struck or anything else, whatever you want to call it, it is one solid flat surface connecting with another solid flat surface. surface. Even when you're using a cat or anything else like that where it's got multiple, eventually it's a single solid surface touching another one. When someone is doing your hair, it's one tiny little fucking hair at a time that they are picking on. It's like
this one.
torture. Oh no, I'm sorry, I got tears in my eyes. I'm like, she's like, that hurts you? I'm like, yeah.
Let me. Does Cali guy pull your hair at all during sex?
Yes, but he doesn't do a one tiny hair at a time.
He
It's a
grabs
whole wrapped handful, so it's a single. It's
so-
like having an elephant standing on heels as opposed to an elephant standing flat-footed.
So
The
we just
pressure is
let Coco know that she has to style your hair.
Coco was, we had the internet up, and she was looking at Spartacus hairdos.
Oh, there must have been 85 braids in my hair.
And she was doing those little tiny braids. She's real fast at it. And this one was like, her face while she's doing it.
She had that shit braided. She had scalp braided into them. She's just
I have to tell you another thing that happened with my friend Sierra. And if this would have happened after this week, after we just had the Obamacare discussion, I would have thought it was on purpose. But when we were getting ready to plan Thanksgiving dinner, hobo holiday, we planned that Sierra would come over and help me chop, and we'd drink wine on Wednesday. So she did, and her and Callie Guy brought me a beautiful gift. They bought me a set of ceramic knives, and Sierra has them, and I've been envious for years since she got them. And so it was an awesome gift. So during the week this week, I sent Sierra a text message, and I said, "Okay, who won the bet?" And she types back, "What bet?"
I was totally confused, dude.
I said, the bet you and Callie made as to how long I'd have my knives before I cut my finger. And Callie guy had taken her to lunch, and he was sitting right there when I said.
We both started laughing hysterically.
And then she said, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I said, "I'm fine. Now you can laugh."
I was already laughing, just so you know.
So that was the day. And you know what killed me is I was making you guys turkey soup for dinner that night.
Which
and
was great, by the way.
I'm like, I'm cooking these guys dinner, and I'm like
bleeding into it.
I had to crazy glue it because it was bleeding all over.
Well, when you have a cut like that, I have a scar from one here on my finger. When you cut the very tip of your finger, or the very tip of anything, there's a bunch of tiny little capillaries down there. And when you slice the ends of those off.
See, she doesn't want to damage her brain.
When you slice the ends of those off, they are so small that clotting agents can't get to them.
Well, it bled
in time.
like a bitch.
Mine, when I took this tiny little chunk out of this finger, it bled for 3 days.
And here
before it
my
finally
grandson,
clotted.
remember you were talking about when you gave me the knives and I'm opening them and I'm going, "Oh, I have to be careful." And you go, "Yeah, them things will cut through a bone."
This
so
thing
when
can
I
take
did it,
your
my
fucking
grandson's like, "Grandma, let me see your bone." So anyway, that was my week. Now, Sierra, your week. Callie guy's here, so it's sex, and more sex.
Actually, it wasn't, because we have had so much going on. We've just been exhausted. We get back to my house, and we get everything all ready, and I'm naked, and I'm sitting on the bed, and I'm like...
This was last night?
No, this is all week this
big
week.
Cage thing.
And I'm like slowly passing out on the bed. He's like, "Are you too tired for sex?" I said, "We really need to have sex tonight." He's like, "No, you should probably go to bed." I'm like, "Okay." Exactly. He said the other night I fell asleep. We were joking that sometimes it only takes me like 2 or 3 minutes when I'm really exhausted to fall asleep. He said, "I said that, and 2 minutes later you were asleep." So we finally had sex yesterday. I said, "No, we're not having sex so that I have something to talk about on the show." He said, "No, we were having sex because we need to have sex." So
I'm taking pictures of you taking pictures.
Taking pictures of taking pictures.
It's two fucking crazies. But so we
It's
had
called
sex,
social media.
but we had to have quiet sex because
I
I
don't know
knew
what
there
that
were
is.
people home. Because
Oh, that's a change for you.
yeah, usually on the weekends there's nobody at the house, but now that my
Naked
sister's moved
Saturdays.
in, I know.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not unless we go back to his
Nice.
place. But my place is
Like
closer
Chelsea
to
Clinton.
everything
Yeah.
than his is. So yes, we'd have quiet time sex today. But that was okay. It was
Quiet
fabulous.
time.
Quiet time sex was some of the most exciting sex that I've ever
Oh,
had.
I have to,
Let me
when
tell
you're-
you, you guys
especially-
never had quiet time
Especially
sex.
when the hand had to. Oh yeah, we did, because if it would have been a lot louder if there wasn't a hand over my mouth half the
Well,
time.
then you only had muted time sex.
Oh,
so
I've
sure
eaten
as
the
hell
pillow
wasn't
a lot.
quiet.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
eaten the pillow. Especially if you try to have sex at your mother's house.
You had anal sex a lot?
No, when you try to have sex at your mother's house.
Oh.
That's where
I don't
I actually
folks.
I actually got Denise pregnant in her mom's basement.
That's awesome.
That is
It was the first time I had met her parents, and we were staying in her parents' basement, and that's where she got
Did
pregnant.
they start counting? Did they do the math and figure out that's what happened?
Yeah, she did the math. She was actually, it was in Washington State. We were up in Washington State for a wedding, and I met the entire family that day and knocked her up in her mom's basement at 45 years old.
Did you ever
44 years
Did you
old,
ever
yeah.
tell her mom that?
I'm pretty sure her mom knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so,
great.
Because if not, that's a Thanksgiving story for sure.
Yeah, sure. I'm bringing it up at Christmas. You know? By the way, hey, that bed. Yeah.
So for my anniversary last week, my boyfriend bought me a bra, but he went down to the bra boutique, and we're kind of experimenting with sizes.
Butterscotch?
Do you have butterscotch on? I do have butterscotch on, yes. I have a new bra, and her name is Butterscotch. Apparently,
Callie guy, you better get to the computer. She's
you have
gonna
20
give you a
seconds.
brush.
I'm going to tell the story. So he bought it at the bra boutique here, which is the only place in town you can get big-ass bras, right? And that Asian lady got a great return and exchange policy.
Is she wearing a straw hat?
No, she's not. But she is that cold-handed, grabby girl that'll just start whacking your boobs around.
I think you have to be like that to work at a bra shop.
You do, absolutely.
Especially with boobs that big.
Yeah, you cannot be shy about tits.
No,
Yeah,
and she just gets in there too. She'll like jiggle it into place, be like, "No, that is too small right there," and it's strapping, and then she'll just take it off.
German Asian.
I know, that was weird.
She acts like a German. She looks like an Asian. She's a Germasian.
The ability of getting her tits into this bra.
Well, she could have been part of the access. You don't know.
That would have been awesome.
So we went back to exchange it because the one he brought me was actually too big. It was just a hair too big in the cups, and so we went back, and I shit you not, tried on at least 15 bras. Some of them were absolutely gorgeous, and if they'd been in my size, I'd have bought them. There was one that was bright red satin with black trim, and it had like these like awesome pocket things. I could have totally worn it with just a skirt, and I would have totally rocked that too. It was a beautiful bra. We ended up settling on
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch shoes. I just tilted it down so you could see boobs when I pull my shirt up. But it's another Elomi. I told you guys, Elomi is this like magical company.
Elomi, yes.
Magical company out of the UK that makes bras that fit both my titties. And I got one titty grandly larger than the other. So
a whole cup size, right?
Introducing Butterscotch. Butterscotch. Buttercup is better.
It looks so young.
It does.
It does. It looks fresh.
Young and fresh and
pretty. It's very
It's very shiny. You can't really tell. But it's like plaid, but you can't really see that because it's so shiny. It's just like a glare on the camera right now. But anyway, I love my new bra. I get a new bra every anniversary.
That's good.
That's usually my anniversary present.
But that's only once a year.
I get bras throughout the year too.
Is that when the anniversary is? Thank you.
Well, I was thinking I buy just regular everyday bras more often than once a year.
Yeah, no, I get more bras throughout the year. I get them for just about anything, really.
Yeah.
When you get rid of your old ones, let me know. I have a nonprofit that collects and distributes gently used clothing for women in domestic violence shelters.
Oh no, these are not gently used, my dear. They are usually tore the fuck up.
Okay. Well, you can keep those.
Yeah. Actually, what we want to do, my boyfriend and I, we want to find out if there is I know there's a venue for used panties, like panty sniffer dudes.
Yes.
I want to know if there's a used venue for bra sniffers.
There is. Actually, most of the guys that like the bras like the bra and panty sets. So if you just have and they don't have to be like actual matching like tags or anything, but as long as they're a set that you would normally wear, and then if you just take a picture in the bra and panties, they usually will buy them for. I've sold some for $100. Wow.
Yeah. What I'm saying.
Yeah, you just masturbate in the panties and cream it on.
What's going on with your boobs? You have it's like segmented your boob.
You know what? It's just
today.
It's just the
sweater.
Shirt.
Yeah.
Just the way the shirt is.
Okay. All right, that's a cute little sweater.
Thank you.
Thank you too for coming on, and Pete
for coming.
Pete, we owe you. I owe you. You know that, right? Next event.
That was totally unintentional.
Right. Hey, if you mention Curvaceous Bounty down at the Coop Show, down at
Sin City Theater at Planet Hollywood.
That's right. Get a discount. What do they get to get in?
Free.
Get in for free.
How about come down and see it?
Well, we're gonna come down and see it. I think that'd be great.
Good. I'll put Obama on stage. We'll go.
From what I read, I understand Coop could probably do Obama. So there we go.
He can do a little bit of Obama, but it's a little dicey. So
I'm ready.
I know. You'd probably like it if he did.
Thank you again, and it's always great to see you guys.
Okay,
This
thank you
is
for having us.
Alexia,
Sweet Cheeks,
and Sierra, wishing you all a good night. And remember,
fuck often.